It's about time.
One of the main reasons why I took so much of time talking about this series was my initial skepticism, which was all based on me watching series 2 of the original Criminal Justice from Britain. The performance of Maxine Peake was ingrained in my memory for so long that I could not fathom what the Indian adaptation would offer. Contemplating further, I realized that these thoughts were absolutely ignorant on the importance of such a series, especially in its social context and relevance in India. Criminal Justice Behind Closed Doors, newly starring Kirti Koladi, while Pankaj Tripathi and Anupriya Goenka, among others, feature in recurring roles, focuses on the case of a woman being accused of stabbing her husband. What comes with the case of an attack on a well-renowned and respected lawyer is that individuals in solidarity refuse to take up the case to represent the accused. Because of which comes into the picture the fan favorite Madhav Mishra, played by Pankaj Tripathi, who in his unorthodox but sincere fashion does everything possible to ensure a fair trial. There are so many things that I loved about this series, and I'm sure most of you have seen it. So if you haven't already, I would really recommend you to watch it. Because I can't possibly talk about why I love this series without exploring a lot of its themes that it's beautifully fleshed out, which will inadvertently spoil a few plot points. So before I carry on elaborating about what I loved about this series, if you really don't even want the slightest of spoilers, I would suggest you watch the series and come back. To whosoever who has seen it, let's just jump right into it, and do give your insight as well in the comments below. I was initially watching a lot of YouTube videos regarding this series, and many individuals were talking about how predictable the series is and how it's quite boring, and even went on further to talk about how annoying and frustrating they found the primary character Anuradha Chandra. While everyone is entitled to their opinion, these points of view gave me flashbacks of when I faltered in my analysis of a movie like Bulbul. When you go with the preconceived notion of this box that a movie should fit in my case the horror genre, you criticize the film for not ticking those essential elements. In the process of having this restricted genre-specific outlook towards the film, you often ignore the subtext of what the film is really trying to say. Similarly, what I found with the criticism of Criminal Justice Behind Closed Doors, labeling it boring or predictable, was again a criticism coming from the perspective of what a thriller should offer. Hence, completely disregarding the poignant topics it actually fleshes out in an extremely effective and subtle way. Most importantly, providing a reflection of the dated and problematic psychology we still have regarding several aspects in India. I had a love and hate relationship with the first season of Criminal Justice, a series that I fell in love with due to its performances but believed it to be stretched, especially regarding the sequences of pure survival in jail for a character like Vikrant Massey. The first season of Criminal Justice solely focused on the life and case of Aditya Sharma, whereas the second season, without having the tendency of being overwhelming, sheds light on the personal lives of several characters, communicating effectively what many women experience in their domestic life. From a writing point of view as well, the series communicates beyond its storyline, especially having a deep impact with the female demographic. I spoke to several members of my family, all women who saw the show, in different age groups, some of my cousins and my mother and my aunt, and all spoke about one or two instances where they could draw parallels from, instances that they themselves have experienced. That is the power of the series writing, and credit has to be given to Apurva Srani. I mean, the man is responsible for writing thought-provoking gems like Shahid and Aligarh, so I'm not surprised. Some of the dialogues which I will come to later can be clipped and presented for so many instances. Can I just say, however, this season really hit it out of the park with the performances. Kirti Koladi has actually done a phenomenal job at encapsulating the mental state of a person going through such a traumatic situation. What viewers found frustrating from a character standpoint actually best represents the foggy and indecisive state that one may be in while going through such a unique predicament. A capable actor who I feel put forth her career's best performance in this series. The constant dilemma she feels in, either being vulnerable or protect the sanctity of a union that is expected of her, is brilliantly performed by the actor. It was a breath of fresh air to see Jishu Sen Gupta in this series as well, a Bengali veteran who honestly can fit into any character's shoes. Of the recurring performers, especially the supporting cast, Meeta Vashisht as a stoic and calculated lawyer is as solid as ever, and the same goes for Anupriya Goenka as Nikhat, who seems to be literally in every series possible. But I have become a fan of a few people after season 2, and it's literally people that are not getting enough credit. First of all, Adrija Sinha, who plays the role of the 12-year-old daughter Riya, is so bloody good in this series. She possesses extreme confidence and especially portrays this sense of angst and frustration with such ease that I was absolutely blown away by her conviction. Later, I got to know she is the same firecracker from Super Dancer. I have so much respect for this little girl. A veteran like Deepti Naval and an underrated star like Kalyani Mulaya, brilliant. But my favorite, hands down my favorite of the series, has to be the relationship between Madhav Mishra and his new wife Ratna, played with such effortlessness by Khushbu Atre. Their infectious and real chemistry and the beautiful writing that elevates their sequences actually makes me believe I haven't seen a more honest, sincere and cute relationship on screen in a long time. Pankaj Tripathi is an actor you can expect gold from every time, and he is of course in his element as Madhav Mishra, but me, by saying that, I'm not telling you anything new. Khushbu Atre, however, as his new wife Ratna, is such a firecracker in each scene she shares with him. Why I keep on bringing up the relevance of a show like this are due to the opinions that you, me and everyone sees on social media. These are thoughts that we push under the rug, hate to admit that it flies in some members of our family, despise the fact that some of our peers think the same way despite their education, but a show like this attempts to educate and make us empathize with something that many regard as not that big of a deal. To discount one's trauma flippantly while not having the education or experience of what they may have gone through is a regular occurrence on online forums in India. Be it the debates and discussions you see regarding mental health in this country and what a warped and ignorant set of theories people have of a proven science just through their WhatsApp forwards. The sad reality of how women are instructed to be an example of tolerance from a young age. The societal conditioning that creates gender norms and roles which constitutes a perfect woman, a perfect wife, or a perfect mother. The film brutally showcases the reality of a concept like consent and the complete lack of comprehension one has regarding abuse and what it may entail. Surprise, surprise, even in marriages. Nikhat rightly points out to Madhav Mishra, "Har chot ke nishan shareer pe nahi hote, Madhav ji." The series acknowledges the need for humans in some cases to fight for the unheard, as Madhav takes up the case and tells Nikhat, इतिहास गवाह है, जिन जिन लोगों ने दुनिया बदली है, कभी न कभी वो जात बाहर हुए ही हैं. Whoever has changed the world has become an outcast one time or the other. It also tells us a beautiful lesson on the bare minimum that one requires in a relationship, that of mutual respect, something sadly which is scarce in relationships. From a storytelling point of view, I agree that you may criticize the series for its predictable structure. I was discussing the series with a subscriber who is a lawyer, and you may roll your eyes at the dramatic performance of the court case and the sermons that follow, which he clearly said would never fly in reality. But I think this series is beyond the nitty-gritties of its structure and says much more than we can just casually look past. It's a brilliant and reflective tale of perseverance that many will connect with and hopefully learn from as well. And that was a video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you thought about this series. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle is right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.